that's where the money is. And the same thing with tickets. People buy tickets all the time to games and events without ever having any intention to go to that game or event, but they intend to resell the ticket when the event gets closer, because that's when tickets are scarce and that's when people will buy them for more money. Okay? It's the access to it. An example of this is the Super Bowl. That's the one that popped up right in my mind. You know, people buy tickets to the Super Bowl without ever wanting to go because they don't like either team playing in the Super Bowl. But on the day of the Super Bowl, they know that they can go and they can sell that ticket for thousands of dollars. And they do. People are all over the place at the Super Bowl wanting to buy tickets for thousands and thousands of dollars. I was at a Super Bowl when it was in Dallas at the Cowboy Stadium, and it was the Packers against the Steelers. I was there. I didn't go into the game. I was walking around outside tailgating, and there were people selling tickets all over the place for thousands of dollars. Blew my mind. I couldn't believe people were paying that kind of money for it just to get to the game. So it's the access. And again, when people do this, this is a little something called flipping. Okay? So start thinking about opportunities where you might be able to use some of these things on your website. And this is the same thing that happens when businesses offer you special deals and special discounts, but only after you enter your email address in and sign up to receive those special discounts. How many times have you signed up on a business's website to receive emails and discounts and sales and things like that? I know I have before. And how many times do you use those sales and discounts that you get in your email? Chances are you don't use them every single time, but you know that they're there should you ever want to use them. It's because you wanted access to them. I have a friend who I oversaw checking her email account the other day, and I looked over there and it said that she had a couple hundred emails in her inbox, and I said, "You have a couple hundred emails in your inbox?" And she said, "Well, yeah, I don't check my email all that often." Well, why does she even have an email then? It's because she wanted access to it. She knows that if she wants to, she can go in and she could send somebody an email, or she can do whatever she needs to do with her email, and so she has access to it. She doesn't use it all the time, but she can if she wants. The most desirable thing we want is the access to those things. And I'm going to make a video on how to put a little form on your webpage for people to sign up to receive any emails or whatever that you want to send them. It's really not that hard. It's pretty easy. A great service called Aweber does it, and it's free. So I'm going to make a video on how you can do that. If you don't know how to do it, then you can put it on your website. So now my point is in all of this scarcity, all of these things we're talking about, is that when you do it, you can establish a very strong emotional desire and connection to something that has your brand name on it. And if you can make an emotional connection like that, it can be very, very powerful for your business. And it puts you head and shoulders above any of your competitors who aren't doing any of this. So it can be a very big advantage for you. Now, keep in mind that no one is going to want access to any of the things that you provide them, or no one is going to want to listen to you if you don't convince them to first. Okay? This whole scarcity thing that we've been talking about, this is not the first phase in selling. You first need to establish a credible and trustworthy relationship towards your business before anyone is going to want to listen to what you have to say. You can't expect people to want to listen to you if they have never heard of you before. You have to let them know that you're here to provide great value to their lives. And there are a couple different ways you can do that. One of them is have a free blog right there on your website where people can read about it. Make it about your industry, about your business, tips, advice. You know, the things I was talking about earlier. Put something like that right on your web page so people can read. Start establishing credibility towards your business. Provide a free ebook that people can go and they can download, a PDF file or something like that right on your homepage, where people can, you know, read about you, read about what you're into, your industry. Provide great value to people. Free consultation. Do it in person or do it on the phone. Let people call in and talk to people for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Maybe there's someone who's young, a 20-year-old, a 25-year-old who is just kind of getting out in the world and doesn't know a whole lot about your industry. Help them out. Let them know that you can take a free 15, 20, 30-minute phone call and just answer any questions. This is a great way to build trust to your business, credibility to your business, and a lot of businesses do not do this. This can give you a big advantage. Now, all of this is starting to cross in to another phase of selling, and that's called reciprocity. And I made a whole nother video about this. This is a whole new subject, but this comes right before scarcity. Okay, it's first and foremost, and basically what it is how to build trust and confidence and credibility to make customers want to do business with you. Okay, how to convince them why you're the best, how to do business with you, all that good stuff. So that comes first. If you haven't watched that video, you should go watch that right after this one. Okay, so that is all of the information that I have for you in this video on this subject. A few things for you to remember: that scarcity is a great way to catch the attention of your customers and to get them to consider buying from you a little bit more. And also remember that you can try any of these strategies and tactics that we've talked about, but none of them will work if first you don't establish a trusting and credible business name for yourself. And if you haven't established any relationship of trust or credibility with your potential customer, they aren't going to want to do anything or try to get access to anything that you provide. So it's very important to first build that relationship. Now, all of the most successful businesses are using these very same tactics that I talked about today. Okay, a quick recap. Let people know if you're running low on a product. Okay, keep them in the know. Let them know what's going on. They'll be very appreciative of that. Provide once in a while events like seminars, podcasts, where you give promo codes and discuss trends in your market. Advice, again, let them know what's going on. You're the expert, they're not. They come to you for advice. Give them advice. Give them value. Let them know that you're here to provide them with knowledge, service, value to enhance their lives. It's very important. Maybe you can do something like a happy hour where you do a special on any product or service you have just for 1 hour of the day. Everyone knows about happy hours going on at restaurants, bars, things like that, and everyone goes. Maybe you can do the same thing. Using a login form to get access to certain areas on your website. Make an email sign up for people to receive specials, coupons, tips, etc. Things like that. And all of these things are very important, and the list doesn't end here. I'm sure you can sit down and brainstorm with your business partners or whoever it may be and think of some really great and creative strategies to start using some of these things. And when you start using all of these different things, that's when you start putting yourself in a position as an industry leader, as a business who really knows what they're doing, really knows what they're talking about, who really has a plan. And people are going to start looking at you in that light, and that's exactly where you want to be, because after all, you are an expert. You are an industry leader. You just have to go out there and show people that. And that's what all of this is designed to do. That's what all of these videos and everything that I am trying to show you, that's what it's all designed to do, is to give you the best business and put yourself in the best light that you can for people to come and find you and come and want to do business with you, because you are the expert. So start trying some of these things, and if you try one of these techniques and it doesn't work, that's okay. Try something else. If that doesn't work, that's all right too. It's the businesses that aren't afraid to step outside the box and to try new things and that are persistent. Those are the businesses who get the greatest rewards and reap the greatest benefits. So try to do some of these things, and good luck. Good luck to you. I hope everything goes well. I hope you learn some good things for you to take with you and use in your own business marketing and on your own websites. And again, I wish you the best of luck. So I think that just about does it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I think it's long enough. So good luck to everyone again. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. James Hannon here, and everyone out there have an awesome day. See you next time.